Hello everyone. My name is Ian Jim, and welcome to IJP Graphics, where anyone can learn many ways to do graphic designing. Today's tutorial is all about how to do photo manipulation by making someone standing up at the top of Mount Everest. First thing we need to do is to duplicate the layer by pressing Ctrl or Command+J. After select any selection tools, then click the Select Subject to make a selection. After click Add Layer Mask to hide the background of the main image. Then add solid color below the main image to replace the background. By this way you can see that the edges was not properly masked. To make an adjustment, click the Layer Mask icon of the main image, then select a Smooth Round Brush tools. Make sure that the foreground color is white. Then brush the edges of the mask to reveal areas of the subject that was hidden. Shuffle the foreground by pressing X so that you can easily change action, whether you want to reveal or hide areas when brushing. Also, we need to remove some extra details like grasses. Select Clone Stamp Tools. Then press and hold Alt, then click to sample an area near to the details you need to remove so that it will still match. Keep in mind that the purpose of Clone Stamp Tool is to copy the area itself and transferring it into the location you are brushing. To avoid ruining an image, keep repeating to sample an area near or to a similar figure after brushing a little so that you will not copy the unwanted area. After finalizing the adjustment, double-click the mask icon and click Select Subject. Then drag the sliders of Smooth and Feather to soften the edges. After drag the slider of Contrast to sharpen a bit, then also the slider of Shift Edge to set some little adjustment if the masking consumed a bit of the subject. After, click OK. Next step is to bring the image to the background. Select Move tool, then press and hold the image, then drag it to the other file. Since the image is a bit small, we need to transform it by pressing Ctrl or Command+T and drag the point to adjust the size of the image. Position it into a desired place. We need to crop the work area a bit just so we can centralize the subject. After, add Color Balance Adjustment layer to change the color of the subject. Since we only want the changes to appear in the subject, click the Clipping Masking icon. Change Tone to Highlight. After, drag the slider to balance the color. Keep in mind that the opposite of RGB, which means red, green, blue, is CMY, which means cyan, magenta, yellow. Since we need to match the color of the subject to the background image, try to see which color are more present on the background, so that we can make adjustment just by increasing those value of color. Same as with midtones and shadow. After, we need to add a curve adjustment layer. Don't forget to click the clipping mask icon so that the changes will only appear in the subject. Then drag the point down to darken the subject to give more contrast and matching the environment itself. Add another curve adjustment layer and drag the point down. After, click the mask icon and press Ctrl or Command+I to invert the mask. Then select a round brush tool and start brushing the left side of the subject. Make sure that the foreground color is white. Add another curve adjustment layer. Then drag the point up, click the mask icon and press Ctrl or Command+I to invert the mask. Then select a round brush tool. Make sure that the foreground color is white. After, brush the right side of the subject to brighten it. By this we are following the light source of the background, making a similar effect which the background is on the left side since the light source is at the right side. Next step is to create a shadow. Press Ctrl or Command and click the mask icon of the subject to make a selection. After, add a new layer below the subject layer and go to Edit. Select Fill and change content to black, then click OK. After, press Ctrl or Command+T to transform the image. Then press and hold while dragging the points down, positioning the shadow base on the light source. Decrease the opacity. After, click the Add Layer Mask. Select a round brush tool and foreground color is black. Brush the excessive area of the shadow to hide it so that it will look more realistic. After, add a new layer above the subject layer, then brush the down area of the subject to darken it. Decrease the opacity to blend the color. After finalizing the changes, this is our final image. A fearless woman standing up at the top Mount Everest. If you want to learn more, please comment down below which project you want me to do next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon. Please support the channel. God bless you all.